everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy White. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please, if this is the first time you're checking on my channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. So in today's video, we are going to be learning how to draft, cut and sew a princess armhole bustier. Yes, that is what we are going to be doing today. So in our previous video, we drafted out this basic bodice pattern that we have here. So if you have not seen that video, kindly check that video up so you understand how we came about all these. So the first thing we're going to do, looking at this pattern, we've not taken our shoulder to the under bust measurement. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing on this pattern. I'm going to measure from the shoulder to the under bust because we're going to be altering this pattern into a bustier. So the shoulder to the under bust I'm working with is 16 inches. So I'll go ahead and put down the 16 inches. So after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do is to get the under bust measurement. The under bust measurement I'm working with is 33 inches. So I'm going to place my tape this way. 33 divided by 4 will give us 8.25. that is what we have, 8.25. So I will come over here to this under bust line. I will put down the 8.25. Then the next thing I will do is to measure what I have left on this under bust line. So what I have here is 1.5. So I'm going to divide this 1.5 into 2, and when I do that, I'm going to be having 0.75. So we're going to be distributing it on both sides on this under bust line. So I'll place my tape here and I will take 0.75. I'll come over here, I'll put down the 0.75, then I will connect it to the bust point. So after connecting it, I'm going to take it down to the waistline. So after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open up my pattern because we're going to be closing the bust dart. So I'll open up my pattern this way, and then on this mid bust dart line, I will slash it to the bust point. I'm not going to cut through, just slash it to the bust point. After slashing it, I'm going to pick one of the dart leg and fold it in this way. So after doing that, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be taking the princess armhole dart. So one thing I want to mention is that you can either come up with 3 inches. It depends on where you want to have what the dart from. It could be here or it could be on what, the mid armhole line. So whichever one you choose to do, it's actually very okay. So I'll be using my curve, French curve, to connect it this way. So after connecting it, I'm going to come out with 0.75 or ½ inch, and I will connect it back to the chest line. The reason for doing this is so that you don't have shortage when we are joining it. We were joining it on the fabric so that we don't have shortage. So after doing that, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be closing this bust dart. So but for us to close up this bust dart, we have to open up what, another dart. So now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my scissors and open up our dart. To the bust point. I'm not going to be cutting through, just stop at the bust point. So now that we have done that, we're going to close this side dart. So I will get my tape. So I have closed up the side dart, and the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to the neck width. I want to alter the neckline. So for the neckline, I'm going to go in with 4 inches. Remember what I took before for the neck width was 3 inches. So I'm going to alter it to 4 inches, and the neck depth I'm going to use 6.5, and I will connect it connecting it, I'm going to be tightening this shoulder with 0.25. I'll take it down. This is just to tighten what? The shoulder. I'm going to extend this dart leg, and I will just take it up this way. So this is what we have for the front. So for the back is actually very easy. So for the back, I'm still going to what? Extend the neck width for the back, and for the back neck depth, I'm going to come down with 8 inches for the neck depth. Then I'll connect it this way. I want it to have like a curve for this neck depth. So this is what I want. So I'm still going to go ahead and tighten the shoulder with 0.25. Then I will connect it down to the shoulder slope. So for the princess armhole for the back, I'm going to do this, connect it this way, and I'm going to extend it downward this way. Then I will just take it down this way. So this is what we have for our princess armhole bustier. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut out this pattern. So but before we cut out, we're going to blend this bust point here. Avoid sharp points. So we're going to blend this bust point. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm using my curve to blend these bust points that we have here. So now I'm going to cut out what I have here. So our pattern is ready. As you can see, this is the center front, this is the side front, this is the side back, and this is the center back. So now the next thing we're going to do is to place it on our fabric, and we'll cut it out. So I have placed my pattern on the fabric, and we have cut out what this top that we are making. So this is the center front. The center front was cut on fold. I've also cut out the lining for this top that we have here. So this is the side front. I've cut it out, and I added 1.5 seam allowance for the side. I did the same thing for the side back as well, and every other part I added 0.5 seam allowance for stitching. So this is what we have. So at this stage, you can also pad your top. If you want to pad this bustier, you can also pad it, but I'm not going to be padding it. So what I did was I just added 2 layers of stay here, just to reinforce this bust area. I don't want to pad it, but it's actually optional. You can pad it to give it more fitting and structure. So this is what we have. So now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be joining this top that we have here. So I'm going to place this is the center front. I'm going to pick this center front and this side front that we have here. We're going to be joining from the hem. You're going to be joining from the hem to the top. So I'll do that for all the sides, and when I'm done, I'll show you what we have to do next. So after joining all the sides together, this is what we have. I also went ahead to open the seam line. I opened it and I pressed on it. So this is the front. This is what your bustier should look like. Despite the fact that we don't have padding on this bustier, it's still standing just with an stay. So this is what your bustier should look like. I've also gone ahead to do the same thing for the back. I've joined it and I've ironed the same line. You open your seam and iron it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to attach the lining to it. This is the lining we're using. So I'm going to be sewing on it at the hem, 1/2 inch. I'm going to be sewing on the neckline, 1/2 inch as well. So I'm going to be doing an inseam finishing of this blouse that we are making. Yes, an inseam finishing. All the sides, everything will be enclosed in it. So after joining the sides, this is what we have. Can you see it looking so neat? So this is it. So the next thing I'm going to do at this point is to fix the zipper. I'm going to be fixing the zipper on this blouse that we're making. So the allowance I left on this top is just 1 inch. So I'll be using that 1 inch in fixing this zipper. Then when I'm done fixing the zipper, we're going to be fixing the sleeve. So here is the sleeve I'm going to be using for this blouse. This sleeve is going to be having an elastic at the hem here. And when I'm done doing that, I'm going to be attaching it to the top and after attaching it, I'll show you what it looks like. So here is the final outcome of our princess armhole bustier. Can you see how beautiful this top is looking? So this is the back of our top. You can tell that this top is actually beautiful, and it's giving a snatchy effect on the waistline. Yes, I love the fact that it's giving a snatchy effect on the waistline, guys. So this is it, our princess armhole bustier. So please, if you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Like and share this video, make your comment. Till our next tutorial again, we'll be doing something else. Thank you so much for watching.